Welcome to our Races English Academy 92 Rahima Khan. My name is Tariq Mahmood. In today's lesson, we will talk about types of pronoun in English grammar. If you haven't seen my previous video about parts of speech, watch the previous first for better understanding. And don't forget to subscribe my channel and click on the bell icon for more updates. So let's get started. What is pronoun? By the definition of a pronoun is used in place of a specific noun mentioned earlier in a sentence, so that you don't have to keep saying or writing that particular noun. For example, Hamza is a good boy. He gets up early in the morning. Here the word he is a pronoun that is being used instead of a noun Hamza, so you don't need to repeat it again in next sentence. It is important to understand that the word or phrases that a pronoun replaces is called the antecedent of the pronoun. In the previous example, the original noun Hamza is the antecedent and the pronoun he is the referent because it refers back to the original noun. The antecedent and the pronouns must agree in terms of number and gender. Let me tell you about the types of pronoun. There are 7 types of pronouns. The first 2 are merged into one that is called personal pronouns, and that is subject pronouns, object pronouns, and the next one is possessive pronouns, reflexive pronouns, intensive pronouns, relative pronouns, demonstrative pronouns, and the interrogative pronouns. Let's move to discuss in detail. So the first one is subject pronouns. As I mentioned earlier, that the first 2 types are merged into one type that is so-called personal pronouns that we will discuss later in next slide. So the definition of subject pronouns work as the subject of a verb in a sentence. A subject pronoun normally replaces the subject, object, a noun of the previous sentence. For example, Mike can't attend the party. He has gone to his grandparents. Here is the word he that is acting as a subject pronoun in this sentence that is being used instead of my name. Okay, well, object pronouns. Definition. Object pronouns work as the object or indirect object in a sentence, replacing the antecedent object. This form of the pronoun is also used after prepositions. For example, I will give you a present on your birthday. Here in this sentence, the word you that comes after verb give, that is object pronoun. So in second sentence, I have great idea for you. Here the word you, that is a pronoun that comes after for, and for is a preposition. So here the word you is being used as an object pronoun after preposition. As we have learned that the subject pronoun and object pronoun relates to the person pronoun. So, a word that is used in place of a person's name is called a personal pronoun. More in detail, the personal pronoun stands for 3 persons, the person speaking, the first person, and we use for first person the pronouns are I, we, my, mine, our, ours. And the person spoken to, the second person, and we use the pronouns you, your, yours. And the person spoken of, the third person, we use he, she, it, they, his, her, hers, it, its, their, theirs, him, and them. In English, possessive pronouns replace noun or noun phrases that indicate possession. So in detail, possessive pronouns replace the nouns of the possessive adjectives my, our, your, her, his, their. The possessive pronouns are mine, ours, yours, hers, his, its, theirs. The pronoun who also has a possessive form, that is, whose. For example, I thought my bag was lost, but the one Catherine found was mine. Here mine refers to my bag. So we use a possessive pronoun without a noun when the noun is understood. Let's move to another type of pronoun is a reflexive pronoun. Reflexive pronoun redirects a sentence or a clause back to the subject, which is also the direct object of the sentence. A reflexive pronoun comes when the subject performs its action upon itself. Here, itself is a reflexive pronoun. We add self to different words like my, your, his, her, it, and the word selves to your, our, them, then we get words which are called reflexive pronoun. For example, myself, yourself, himself, herself, itself, ourselves, yourselves, themselves. More in detail, since she is her own boss, she gave herself a raise. Here, herself is the direct object of the clause, and the same person is the subject. Let's move to another one, is intensive pronouns. Intensive pronouns add emphasis or importance, but don't act as the object in the sentence. They can appear right after the subject. Take a look. I will do it myself. Here the word myself is not an object, but it shows importance. And in next one, I myself saw the missing boat into the harbor. So here the word myself that is showing emphasis, that I myself saw the missing boat into the harbor. Next we have relative pronouns. Relative pronouns introduce the relative clause. They are used to make clear what is being talked about in a sentence. They describe something more about a subject or the object. A relative pronoun is used to connect a clause or a phrase to a noun or pronoun. The most common relative pronouns are who, whom, which, whose, and that. As you can see here, which, whose, that can be used on different places, as a subject, as an object, and as a possession. To make it more clear to you, let's take a look. The car that was stolen was the one they loved most. Here the word that introduces a new clause and indicates the subject. The car that was stolen was the one they loved the most. And second one, a person who loves nature is the good person. Here the word who is a relative pronoun. Demonstrative pronouns. Demonstrative pronouns normally indicate the closeness of or distance from the speaker, either literally or symbolically. This, these, that, and those are the demonstrative pronouns. They also work as demonstrative adjectives when they modify a noun. However, demonstrative pronouns don't modify anything, rather replace the nouns, noun phrases, sometimes neither, none, and such are also used as demonstrative pronouns. For example, that is a long way to go. Here the word that demonstrates that the thing is far away. This is my car. Hand me that cricket bat. Here the word that is being as demonstrative adjective because it modifies the meaning of a noun. Next we have interrogative pronouns, as it is clear by the title. Interrogative pronouns produce questions. They are what, which, who, whom, and whose, who, whom, and whose refer to questions related to a person or animal, while the word what refers to an idea, object, or event, and the word which can indicate either a person or a things. Interrogative pronouns are used to ask questions. The words how many, how much, whose, which, what, where, when, who, and why are called interrogative pronouns or question words. For example, what was the name of your dog? Which is your favorite movie? Who works for you? I hope I made it clear to you what is pronoun and types of pronoun, how many there are, so keep learning with Erased English Academy 92. Don't forget to subscribe my channel and click on the bell icon for more updates. Thanks for watching Erased English Academy 92 Rahima Khan.